It's the threat from China that is forcing a major shift in the United States military tonight. The Army is reportedly cutting 10% of its special forces, about 3,000 troops. That includes Green Beret commandos, some of the military's most feared and most highly trained soldiers. They are used for the most dangerous missions around the world, like taking out Osama bin Laden. And this all comes as fewer Americans are signing up to serve our country in the military. NewsNation's Evan Lambert is live with us tonight with more on these controversial cuts. Evan, these are really creating quite a backlash among some branches of the military.
Elizabeth, they are. The proposed cuts, they are significant. We're talking about 10% of the current Army Special Forces. That's according to the Wall Street Journal. This is an apparent shift in strategy from the kind of warfare fought with special forces in Afghanistan and Iraq to the larger number of ground forces needed to counter the current threat from China. Army Special Forces, including the famous Green Berets, have played significant roles in clandestine military missions throughout our history. More broadly, the Special Operations Command, which includes Green Berets and Navy SEALs, Marines, and Air Force Special Forces, were behind the killing of Osama bin Laden and ISIS leader Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi, and the daring hospital rescue of soldier Jessica Lynch, who was captured by Iraqi forces in 2003. Further back in history, they trained South Vietnamese fighters in the Vietnam War. The number of U.S. Special Forces across the military has grown 56% since 9/11, but the wars in which they were most used, like in the Middle East, are over. This week, Secretary of the Army Christine Wormuth appeared to confirm these pending cuts, telling reporters in part, quote, "Our SOF, or Special Forces, grew considerably over the last 20 years, given the kinds of wars we were fighting. Meantime, the overall Army has gotten smaller, so I think there's some room to make some very modest, targeted reductions there." Elizabeth?
It's happening because we are now need to shift strategically toward China and have less need for special forces? Or is this because we are recruiting less, the recruiting issues around people not signing up any longer to be part of the military?
Yeah, Elizabeth, really, it is a combination of both, essentially. But really, the special forces had been used so much in those wars in the Middle East. And now this shifting threat to China, where their military is so large, is one that requires ground forces. And as you mentioned, Elizabeth, there is already lots of pushback here. Congressman Mike Waltz of Florida, he's a retired Green Beret. He said in a statement just out yesterday, quote, "I am stunned and appalled by reports indicating the U.S. Army will cut 3,000 troops from its special operations ranks as a means to manage their worst recruiting crisis since the Vietnam War." So right now, this is something that Wormuth, the Army Secretary, says is going to have to go before the committees, the oversight committees in Congress, before it is final.
Yeah,
Elizabeth?
wow. I heard a quote from one person objecting to this saying, anybody can pull a trigger. You need special training to hit the target. Interesting. I'm sure we'll hear a lot more about it. Evan Lambert, thanks for that reporting tonight.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.